Welcome to the Literature Podcast. I'm your host, Maninda. My journey with literature began at the age of 7, a time when poetry, novels, and prose effortlessly became a part of my life, as natural to me as breathing itself. This early love for the written word grew with me, guiding me towards pursuing higher education and literary studies. However, my academic journey, culminating in a PhD, was not what I had envisioned. I encountered an environment heavily imbued with political undertones, one that often seemed to overshadow the pure joy and essence of literature. This experience, rather than enriching, almost extinguished my passion for the written word, turning what was once a source of delight into a field of disillusionment. But in the wake of this journey, and perhaps because of it, I have rediscovered my love for literature in its purest form, free from the confines of academic constructs and political narratives. I have reconnected with what originally drew me to literature, its power to touch the soul, to reflect the human condition, and to offer profound insights into our own lives and the world around us. It is this renewed passion and understanding that I bring to this podcast. The Literature Podcast is more than just a discussion about literature. It is a celebration of its ability to inspire, heal, and transform. Together, we will embark on a journey that transcends traditional literary discourse, seeking to uncover the heart and soul of the written word. So I invite you to join me on this journey of rediscovery and exploration. In each episode, I will go through specific literary work to open it up for you as a reader or listener. My goal is to present these works to you in a manner that makes them intellectually and emotionally accessible. In today's world with its distractions and the elitist perception of literature, this series aims to bridge the gap between classic texts and contemporary audiences. By offering insightful, yet straightforward breakdowns of each work, my goal is to demystify the often intimidating facade of literary classics. From dissecting complex themes to unraveling intricate narratives, the episodes are designed to make these works more approachable. Whether you're a lifelong lover of classics or new to this world of books, this series will provide you with the tools and understanding necessary to enjoy and appreciate literature. By doing so, we're not just exploring the depths of literary masterpieces, we are making them a part of our everyday lives, breaking down barriers that have kept these treasures out of reach for many. Reading becomes not just a pursuit for the academically inclined, but an accessible, enjoyable, and enriching experience for everyone. Reading is a useful and helpful skill, because it is an unparalleled tool for both personal growth and societal transformation. At its core, it acts as a compass, guiding individuals through the intricate maze of emotions, challenges, and situations that life unfailingly presents. It allows us to travel through time, delve into the minds of different characters, and experience cultures and worlds beyond our immediate surroundings. With each page turned, we gain insight, develop empathy, and expand our understanding of both ourselves and the world around us. Moreover, the shared knowledge and stories found in books provide us with a map to the deeper recesses of our own psyche, unlocking hidden aspects of ourselves we might not otherwise explore. Books foster connections among people, breaking down barriers and promoting unity by allowing us to see the world through others' eye. They challenge our assumption, broaden our perspective, and cultivate empathy. Whether for personal enlightenment or the betterment of society, reading remains an indispensable beacon, illuminating paths otherwise hidden in the shadows of ignorance. Unfortunately, the art of reading, much like the timeless tradition of storytelling, has seen a decline in recent years. This decrease can be attributed to several factors. For one, the digital age, with its relentless barrage of information and distractions, has made sustained attention a rarity. Many find it challenging to immerse themselves in the depths of a book when quick, bite-sized content is constantly at their fingertips. Additionally, there's growing perception, unfortunately bolstered by some in academia, that literature is overly complex, reserved for the elite, or mired in political agendas. This politicization, often by overzealous intellectuals, has inadvertently distanced many potential readers. Instead of viewing reading as a bridge to understanding, empathy, cultural enrichment, and personal guide, it is sometimes seen as an inaccessible or divisive endeavor. This podcast explores a diverse range of literary masterpieces, highlighting their significance beyond mere sources of enjoyment or academic study. It offers a unique perspective on how these works can be powerful tools for self-discovery and growth, serving as guides to navigate the complexities of human relationships and life's challenges. It is my hope that through these lectures, listeners will come to perceive literature not merely as text on a page, but as allies, stories and characters that provide guidance, comfort, and support, thereby enriching your journey of personal growth and introspection. In the forthcoming discussion, I will explore Dante Alighieri's The Divine Comedy, interpreting it not just as a medieval Christian allegory, but as a timeless and profound guide for an introspective journey deep into the individual subconscious. This work, often perceived within the confines of its Christian allegorical structure, serves as a detailed map charting the soul's pilgrimage. Its apparent religious orthodoxy may partly explain its reduced presence in the literary diet of a modern audience, many of whom may feel disenchanted with or distanced from Christian doctrine. However, this view overlooks the universal relevance of Dante's journey. My motivation for concentrating on this work are twofold. Firstly, the Divine Comedy holds a special place in my heart. Over the years, I have repeatedly returned to it, discovering with each reading a deeper enlightenment and a greater appreciation for its profound layers. Secondly, it stands as a cornerstone of Western literature, yet is frequently underestimated due to its seemingly complex script and the dark religious themes it explores. However, from the very outset, the Divine Comedy transcends its medieval Christian roots. The first few stanzas alone are a clarion call, inviting readers of any era to embark on a journey of profound self-discovery. Dante's intricate narrative and symbolic universe offer readers a unique opportunity to confront and engage with their innermost fears, doubts, and demons. These personal confrontations are vital for understanding and overcoming the barriers that inhibit a life of true fulfillment and meaning. This exploration becomes particularly pertinent for individuals grappling with life's darker aspects: depression, illness, failure, existential crisis, or even more acute mental afflictions such as post-traumatic stress disorder. In Dante's journey through hell, purgatory, and paradise, reader finds a mirror reflecting his or her own struggles and triumphs. Each state of Dante's voyage parallels stages of psychological and spiritual healing, offering insights and strategies for coping with and overcoming personal adversities. Dante's narrative thus is not merely a relic of Christian theology, but a timeless exploration of the human condition. Its theme of loss, redemption, and self-discovery are as relevant today as they were in the 14th century. By engaging with the Divine Comedy, modern reader can find not only a reflection of their own inner battles, but also a guide to navigate through them. Dante's journey, in essence, becomes a metaphor, the universal quest for understanding, healing, and ultimately, personal transformation. Anyone who has faced any of the struggles that life throws your way will recognize the following introductory stanzas of the comedy. Quote, "Midway upon the journey of my life, I found myself within a forest dark, for the straightforward pathway had been lost. How hard a thing it is to say, what was this forest savage, rough and stern, which in the very thought renews the fear." End quote. Here, the protagonist's voice is not merely recounting a tale. It is an embodiment of the universal darkness that every individual encounters at some point in their life. His retrospective gaze upon his journey is significant. It is not just a recollection of despair, but a beacon of guidance and hope. Dante, through his trials, emerges not only as survivor, but as a mentor, shedding light on the treacherous paths and inner demons he encountered. Dante's journey, as he presents it to the reader, is clear from the outset. One of the most poignant symbols of this journey is his initial state of being lost in a dense, foreboding forest. This setting is not just a backdrop for his allegorical tale, it is a profound metaphor. The forest represents the wild, untamed aspect of nature, and by extension, life itself. It is not the tranquil, orderly nature often depicted in pastoral poetry, but a symbol of the chaotic, unpredictable forces that shape our world and our experiences within it. Dante's isolation in this wild setting is emblematic of a fundamental human condition. It represents the feeling of disconnection and detachment that comes with life's complexities. This isolation is not just physical, but also emotional and psychological. It mirrors the sense of being adrift, cut off from the familiar paths of society, the bonds of community, and even from personal relationships. The forest, in its daunting vastness, symbolizes the unknown territories within ourselves and in the external world that we often fear to confront. Dante's descent is reminiscent of Joseph Campbell's interpretation of the hero's journey, wherein the hero must descend into the depths to emerge with a boon. Dante's journey in the Divine Comedy strikingly parallels this concept. His descent into hell can be seen as the embodiment of Campbell's descent into the underworld, a crucial phase where the hero must confront and overcome profound challenges. In these depths, Dante encounters various trials and tribulations, each symbolic of deeper human fears and moral failings. The purgatory represents a period of cleansing and preparation, aligning with Campbell's stage of transformation. Here, Dante sheds the remnants of his earthly missteps and prepares for the ascent to a higher state of being. Finally, the ascent to paradise in Dante's narrative mirrors Campbell's return of the hero with a boon. Having traversed the depths of hell and ascended through purgatory, Dante reaches paradise, gaining profound spiritual and moral insights. This culmination is not just a personal triumph, but represents a universal boon, the deep wisdom and knowledge that Dante brings back for the benefit of all humanity. Continuing from the understanding of Dante's journey through the lens of Campbell's hero's journey, where the necessity of descending into one's own subconsciousness is emphasized, we can further explore how this descent is mirrored in the reader's own life. Dante's initial state of being lost in a dense forest symbolizes not just a physical disorientation, but a deeper existential one. His solitude in this foreboding environment reflects a state of emotional and psychological isolation, a condition that resonates with the sensation of being adrift in the complexities and uncertainties of life. The normalization of this isolation, a phenomenon often seen in the human psyche, represents the tragic aspect of life, where suffering becomes an accepted part of existence. Yet, it is in the acknowledgement of this isolation, this acceptance of being lost in the forest, that the first steps towards healing and understanding are taken. For many, this journey is fraught with challenges, as they must confront deep-seated issues like trauma, loss, and personal failures. The Divine Comedy addresses these profound inner struggles, guiding the reader through the descent into their own subconsciousness. The significance of overcoming the reluctance to act, avoiding the paralysis that despair can bring, is a central theme. Progress, even in small steps, represents vitality and the possibility for improvement. This is where Dante's narrative becomes not just a tale of spiritual journey, but a metaphor for the personal battles everyone faces. Engaging with the self through introspection and activities like reading becomes a powerful tool for transformation. It facilitates a deeper understanding of oneself, revealing the demon lurking within and allowing for either confrontation or a reconciliation with these aspects of the self. The narrative serves as a reminder that the path to enlightenment often involves traversing through one's personal hell, tackling the inner demons head-on, and emerging stronger and more enlightened, ready to face the world with renewed insights and understanding. In the comedy, this manifests as three beasts: a leopard, a lion, and a she-wolf, that blocks Dante's path out of forest. Quote, "And lo, almost where the ascent began, a panther, light and swift exceedingly, which with a spotted skin was covered over, and never moved she from before my face. No, rather did impede so much my way, that many times I to return had turned. End quote. In this allegory, the leopard symbolizes the seductive temptations of the flesh, representing the deceitful allure of carnal desires that lead souls astray. This creature embodies the false promises and fleeting pleasures that entice individuals away from the path of righteousness. The lion, in contrast, stands as the embodiment of pride, the most profound and perilous of sins. It signifies the arrogant self-reliance blinds humanity to the divine, trapping individuals in spiritual isolation and preventing them from seeking or experiencing the vision of God. Lastly, the she-wolf is a powerful symbol of avarice, representing insatiable greed and relentless pursuit of material wealth. This creature illustrates how an obsession with worldly possessions can consume the soul, leaving it hollow and disconnected from higher spiritual truths. Together, these three beasts vividly portray the vices that ensnare the human soul, obstructing the journey towards enlightenment and salvation. These symbols can also be understood as psychological chains that bind individuals to their suffering. The leopard's temptation reflects how past traumas can manifest as destructive behaviors or unhealthy desires, leading a person to seek solace in fleeting pleasures that ultimately deepen their pain. The lion's pride illustrates the defensive walls built around one's heart, where the ego refuses to acknowledge vulnerability, thereby hindering the healing process. This pride isolates individuals, preventing them from connecting with others or with the divine as they cling to a self-image that denies the impact of their past. Meanwhile, the she-wolf's avarice represents the insidious nature of clinging to the past, where the pursuit of material comfort or control becomes a coping mechanism to fill the void left by unhealed wounds. This relentless pursuit distracts from true emotional and spiritual recovery, chaining the individual to a cycle of victimhood and preventing forward movement. Through these symbols, Dante not only illustrates the spiritual consequences of these vices, but also the profound psychological impact they have on those unable to break free from the grip of their past traumas. As Dante is driven deep into the dark forest, into the depths of despair, he encounters the ghost of Virgil. To Dante, Virgil is far more than a mere historical figure. He represents guidance, a mentor whose wisdom and teachings had deeply influenced Dante's own journey through life. Virgil had been a beacon of inspiration, illuminating Dante's past in his creative pursuits, offering solace amid emotional turmoil and providing profound spiritual insight. Now, in this pivotal moment, Virgil emerges as Dante's steadfast navigator, entrusted with leading him across the daunting landscapes of hell, marking the beginning of a challenging yet transformative odyssey. This role that Virgil plays for Dante mirrors the function of a psychologist guiding one through the deepest recesses of the mind. They serve as guides, offering tools, insights, and support. But the battles, whether they involve facing fear, traumas, or anxieties, are ours to fight. The responsibility of confronting inner demons and engaging in those arduous struggles rests squarely upon our own shoulders. While these guides can illuminate the path and provide the necessary resources, the ultimate victory or resolution is a testament to our own strength and resilience. Moreover, Dante himself is a symbol of a unique set of skills and strengths. His deep understanding of human nature, his creativity, and his ability to confront the truth of his own experiences become invaluable assets as he navigates the infernal realm. Dante's growth throughout the journey underscores the reciprocal nature of guidance. While Virgil leads, Dante's emerging insights and courage aid in overcoming the trials they face, illustrating that journey is as much about personal empowerment as it is about seeking guidance. The difficulty of the road that lies ahead of Dante is captured in the following quote. "Thee it behoves to take another road," responded he, when he beheld me weeping, "if from this savage place thou wouldest escape, because this beast, at which thou criest suffers not anyone to pass her way, but so doth harass him, that she destroys him. And has nature so malign and ruthless, that never doth she glut her greedy will, and after food is hungrier than before. End quote. Life, in its unfathomable complexity, will inevitably present us with moments of profound decision, a crossroad that emerges not at a time of our choosing, but at a juncture where we are most vulnerable. This critical choice, much like Dante's allegorical decision to enter the gates of hell rather than turn back before the lion, confronts us at the very moment when our strength seems most depleted. The severity of such moments often forces us into deep reflection, as we grapple with the seeming impossibility of facing challenges that appear insurmountable, especially when our reserves of courage and resolve feel nearly exhausted. Yet, as Dante's journey through the Inferno illustrates, the universe does not present us with challenges beyond our capacity to overcome. The very call to action, no matter how daunting, is a testament to the latent resilience that resides within us. It is in these crucibles of hardships that our true strength is both revealed and forged. The metaphorical demons we encounter are not sent to break us, but to test the very fabric of our being, to refine and strengthen it. The battle will indeed demand every ounce of our energy, every iota of our effort, and it will push us to the brink. However, as long as you refuse to succumb to despair, we will remain beyond the reach of the panther's jaw, unbroken and unbowed. Life's sweetness is magnified by the struggles we endure and the victories we earn through sheer will and perseverance. The harder the fight, the more profound the reward. As Virgil so wisely advises Dante, quote, "Here all suspicion needs must be abandoned, all cowardice must needs be here extinct." End quote. And so I leave you with this enduring truth. To reach the heights of heaven, one must first descend into the depths of hell. The journey through darkness is not only necessary, but transformative, purging the soul of its fears and forging a path to enlightenment. In our next exploration, we will delve into Ovid's Metamorphosis, where we shall examine how through his profound themes of transformation, Ovid offers catharsis for the various forms of trauma that afflict the human condition. As you reflect on these thoughts, remember that the capacity to rise from the ashes of struggle is within you. Even when you doubt yourself, the journey is yours to undertake, and though it may be difficult, the victory will be yours as well.